K-pop Demon Hunters, a film about a rivalry between a female K-pop idol group and a male K-pop idol group. Except the 3 female idols are secretly demon slayers, and the 5 male idols, which by the way are all unnamed except one, are the demon antagonists that formed a boy band as a means to fight back against these demon hunters. Obviously that's not all, but that's pretty much the premise. The Demon Hunters idol group, Huntrix, use their music and the support from their fans to reinforce a magical barrier called the Honmun that protects the human world from demons, while the demon boy band, Saja Boys, are doing the exact opposite. They're using their music to weaken the barrier so the demons can take over the human world. I actually watched this film after watching Superman, so my soul feels really good. A run of 2 movies of this type is good for me already, because it's not often I watch media that provides soul nourishment like this, that tugs at your soul and makes you want to do better. But more than that, K-pop Demon Hunters is just a fun watch. The world building and main cast intros are pretty much done in the first 5 minutes. The designs, the style, and the colors are very pretty. The animation is great. Shout out to Sony Animation for cooking. The characters are all hot, you know, especially, oh my goodness, ZOEY. I'm gonna talk about her. I see she seems to be the fan favorite. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because my feed is full of ZOEY content, so it does look like she's the fan favorite. Nonetheless, she is very popular, and I'm still gonna have a turn glazing her, but not too much. Maybe. I'll try. The first time ZOEY appeared on screen, I was like, yeah, I feel like she'll be my favorite character. And then she spoke, and I was like, yep, she's definitely the one. And the more she was on screen, and the more she spoke, and the more she just kept doing things, she just kept getting more and more awesome. And this part, oh my goodness. I don't know, her whole character is just super cute. From her design, to the personality, and the way she acts and all that. The casual clothes she wears is cute, you know, cutie patootie type stuff. I also think that her weapon is the coolest out of the 3, which are the kunai or the daggers or knives or whatever they are. And all the characters are quirky in their own ways, but ZOEY's like extra quirky, you know? She can also be serious and pretty cool though, like when she's fighting, she's being fun but badass at the same time. Or like what was said during her character introduction, when she's rapping, she gets serious. Oh yeah, she's a rapper, but she pretty much quickly reverts back to being goofy again.
You're just my type. Oh well.
So the Huntrix members each have a ramyun flavor with their own names, right? Rumi's one is Superstar flavor, Mira's is Spice Queen, and ZOEY's one is literally just hamburger. Just hamburger. I feel like I can imagine what was going through her mind when she chose that name, if they did get to choose the names. I feel like she had way too many names and then couldn't pick one, but then she was also like craving to get everything done with so she could get the ramen and eat it, so she just picked a random word, hamburger. ZOEY is super friendly, which is not always a good thing because it stems from some flaws and insecurities she has, as you'll see in the movie. You don't really get much of her past in the film, other than the scene where she's writing lyrics, and a part in Golden where she's being pulled in 2 directions, so she's not just that cutie patootie character. It's not all yippies and yahoos for her. I don't know how much of a spoiler this is considered, but if you don't want to know what type of demons she's fighting, just skip ahead a little bit. She's someone who feels she doesn't really belong anywhere and feels like she's too much and not enough simultaneously, which results in her becoming a people pleaser and always seeking validation. She was quite lonely growing up, and if this storyboard I found is real, she was even bullied. The storyboard shows ZOEY's Starlight Sisters book getting torn up and even her getting shoved into a locker. That's sad, man. Hey, Miro would like to talk to them bullies. Matter of fact, we all just want to chat. But ZOEY's up now, you know. She ended up blossoming, and she's got a great group of people around her. Plus, unlike before, she now has notebooks that are impossible to tear. W development. But overall, she's just very energetic and chaotic, and she brings more life and a fun vibe in every scene she's in, making it more enjoyable. Anyway, the characters are all very enjoyable, fun, and quirky. Even these 2, the tiger and the magpie, and they didn't even speak the whole time. The characters are also very animated, and what I mean by that is they've got a lot of exaggerated and over-the-top movements and facial expressions, and it's not a bad thing. I enjoyed it. It made it more fun and added substance. I'm just letting you know that it is that type of animation. While the main cast is literally fighting demons in the movie, it is also metaphorical and pretty much the main theme. It explores themes like good versus evil, self-acceptance, you know, finding your own path, overcoming adversities, and all that good stuff. The demons symbolize shame, guilt, negative influences, and inner struggles. Things that whisper in people's ears and hold them down every day. While the hunters are, of course, people facing and fighting their demons. Both the hunters and the demons being music idols and fighting mainly using their music and performances is also a theme, I guess. And it's showing the influence and the power of music, whether good or bad. I think it also touches on K-pop and music industries and Korean culture and history too, but I haven't looked too deep into it. It's overall fun, wholesome, chaotic, and sometimes even cringe. And it's something you'll end up embracing and you'll enjoy it. I guess that's also a theme, you know, embracing the cringe, being yourself, and having fun. And also, of course, course, we cannot forget the music. The music is so good, bro. It's so good. I mean, it's literally about K-pop idols. They do really have bangers that I'm pretty much listening to every day. I'd just be chilling and then Golden would start playing in my head, especially the intro of it. The intro and the outro of this song gives me a crazy dopamine rush. I can't even explain it. Just when that melody starts and then that synth rises, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is peak music. This is so peak. All the Huntrix and Soulja Boy songs are pretty fire. Though Soda Pop and How It's Done did have to grow on me a bit, and Soda Pop is still kind of growing on me, but you know, I like all of the songs. You know what, I'll try to rank them. Let's rank the songs. It's gonna be a little difficult because everything is quite interchangeable, but my list right now would be like this. Golden at number 1, Free, Your Idol, What It Sounds Like, Take Down, How It's Done, then Soda Pop. Golden is the only one I'd say is in its spot, but for me, 2, 3, and 4 could be swapped around in any order, and 5, 6, and 7 could also be swapped around in any order. So yeah, like I said, it's all pretty interchangeable for me. And that very first piece of music at the start of the movie with the old generation of Hunters, that was so beautiful, bro. It's called Score Sweet, but the version with the vocals isn't officially released, I think. And in the movie, Celine is kind of just talking over most of it, but you could still feel that it's a banger. Of course, the past generations would have been cooking the demons and keeping the Hanwon strong if they had music like that. K-pop Demon Hunters is also putting up impressive numbers in the movie and music departments. So it's not just me, not just you, not just a few people who like the film and the songs, but a lot of people. And I know damn well it could be way more than that. I know there are some people sleeping on this absolute banger just because it has K-pop in it or it's a cartoon, family show. You really gotta give it a try for real. I'm not judging preferences, you know? If it's something that's really not for someone, a genre that people don't want to watch, then I understand that if they don't want to check it out. But I know there are people, bro. There are some stubborn ass people. They judge things and hate on things before they even know what it's about or what it's like. Mostly for like ego reasons, because they think it's either cringe or they want to be different, you know, so they never even give it a chance. Even with stuff that has like accolades, people glazing it all over the place, statistics and charts, good reviews, stuff like that. And it's not just shows or music, even like food, activities, or like pretty much anything. There will be people who are still not going to give things a chance just for that reason. If you're like that, bro, I'm low-key judging you, like that ass. It's not my problem, but they're missing out on these gems, you know, just because they don't want to give it a go. But hey, you do you. At the time I'm recording this, Huntrix also has 30 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Keep in mind that these are fictional K-pop groups, and they're surpassing industry giants. That's crazy. But hey, the songs are bangers, so, you know, that's why they're up there. Low-key, Huntrix and KDA should collab. What do you think? Anyway, the Hanmun, the magical barrier, would be quite unstable in real life, actually. Maybe even cooked sometimes. Because if you look at the music charts across multiple services, Huntrix and Soulja Boys are fighting for top spots, and they're pretty close. On most charts, Huntrix is leading with Golden, then Soulja Boys, Your Idol, and Soda Pop are trailing before the next Huntrix song in the charts. Golden is usually at number 1 or 2 though, with quite a hefty lead over the other songs. But on YouTube Music, Soda Pop is at the top spot with Golden at 2, then Free and Your Idol at 5 and 6. So that's 2 Soulja Boys songs, one of them at the top, 1 Huntrix song, and a song with a Huntrix member and a Soulja Boy in the top 6. So yeah, the Hanmun might be cooked.
My feet like that's gonna saucy feeling cause you know like BB I like a GYATT that's yeah no D but I feel like I shot in the red yeah